They're getting married at a private estate in Montecito.
Selena looked like she was having the time of her life, surrounded by pals on her bachelorette.
You're engaged.
Yeah, I am. I'm very, very happy.
And are you excited for like wedding and stuff?
I am. I couldn't be more excited. I just have never really felt so sure about something. And I also don't want to jinx it by saying that.
It's so hard to lie to her because all I want to do is tell her the truth.
Are you guys busy planning speeches?
We have in mind, first we're not invited.
Selena Gomez wants Benny Blanco to do more for their wedding. Her friends are starting to call him lazy, and it's creating tension within their relationship because he's not putting any effort into making this a special day for Selena. So let's get into it. It looks like there's some trouble in paradise because this headline reads, Selena Gomez's wedding jitters, whispers about why it's not smooth sailing as friends scold fiancé Benny Blanco. If Selena Gomez's friends waited until she's about to get married to go and let her know that Benny Blanco's not the one, then they're not good friends because they've been together for a while and Selena Gomez gets married this month. Now we know the couple are preparing to get married. They both just celebrated their respective bachelor and bachelorette parties. She was in Cabo San Lucas. Benny is too scared to get on an airplane, so he drove to Vegas. I'd rather have Selena Gomez's bachelorette party opposed to Benny's bachelor party. He went to like a sauna with like 25 other guys, but Selena Gomez had a yacht in Mexico. It looked really nice.
Selena Gomez fans have noticed that there was no sign of Nicola Peltz at her bachelorette living for these photos. Selena has headed on her bachelorette with a group of girls. She shared some photos from Mexico, but amid claims that these two have not spoken for months, Nicola Peltz was nowhere to be seen. Obviously, Nicola and Selena had spent a lot of time together before this. In 2023, Selena joked that they were a throuple, but reports say she has now turned her back on Brooklyn and Nicola, that they are no longer friends. Selena wasn't at Nicola and Brooklyn's vow renewal earlier this month, and now it looks like she's returned the favour and not invited Nicola to her bachelorette. Nicola hasn't liked or commented on Selena's posts. Instead, she took to Instagram to share that she was enjoying a low-key date with her husband, Brooklyn. Apparently, Selena thinks Nicola is an attention seeker and told mutual friends of the pair negative things about the singer. This obviously comes as Nicola and Brooklyn are in a feud with Brooklyn's parents, David and Victoria. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Will they be at the wedding? That will be the biggest telltale sign that there has been a fallout. Meanwhile, Selena looked like she was having the time of her life, surrounded by pals on her bachelorette.
And it seems like Selena Gomez had a great time on this trip, but I do wonder, was there a moment where maybe like her friends like took her to the side and say, hey, like maybe Benny's not the one, especially because I know the fact that Benny's like so scared of flying is a really big issue for Selena Gomez. She has to be everywhere around the world at all times, and that's going to create some distance between them if Benny cannot go because he's too scared to get in a plane. Benny's trying to be the good guy. He reportedly told Selena that this is her wedding first and their wedding second. So he doesn't care what it looks like. He doesn't care how it goes down. And I think that's charming in some ways because it's kind of like, oh yeah, have whatever wedding you want, babe. Like, I just want to get married to you. It doesn't matter. But also you want them to care too. Benny is just ecstatic at the end of the day that she will be his bride. Shoot, maybe go and check that prenup agreement. He's forever grateful that Selena is marrying him, and he's told her that he wants her to make most of the decisions, which meant that the planning process has not been a smooth sailing at first, in part because it's the couple's tendency to procrastinate. Selena Gomez does kind of seem like an indecisive person to me. I feel like she'll be like, I don't know. Do I want like the white flowers or the off-white flowers? But it looks like some of Selena Gomez's friends are actually labeling Benny Blanco as lazy. Wait. You're telling me the guy that doesn't shower is lazy? Like, are you guys late to the party?
I do a thing where I also like don't believe in like always shampooing your hair or conditioning your hair. I also like don't. I'm like really clean, but I don't shower every day. But some people I know shower like 2-3 times a day. But I feel like the oils on your skin don't have like time to like rejuvenate and get juicy. I want there to be an aroma as I'm walking by. I want it to smell a little bit like man, a little bit feminine, a little like, I definitely like lean, I think, a little more feminine than in every sense.
It might seem like a nice gesture that Selena Gomez is able to do whatever she wants for the wedding, but at the same time, it's like she's doing it all herself. So Benny's trying to frame it as like, oh, Selena, baby, you could do whatever you want with the wedding. You want these flowers, whatever, I don't care. But in reality, it's just because he doesn't want to do anything. An insider claims that Selena feels like Benny Blanco could step up and make some decisions. Their relationship isn't struggling, but their inner circle is very much aware that the dynamic won't change in the years to come and could end up being one of the quirks in their marriage, more like red flag. Another source claims that the pair have been slow to plan their nuptials after Benny Blanco admitted that they both have been working so much. Now, originally the wedding was supposed to be a 3-day event. I remember reporting on that, but now it's supposedly a 2-day event, which, you know, good. It's like a wedding is not a music festival, people. Let's take a look at Selena Gomez on the Therapist podcast speaking about her wedding.
You're engaged.
Yeah, I am. I'm very, very happy.
And are you excited for like wedding and stuff?
I am. I couldn't be more excited. It's just, there's so much kind of happening in the moment with, he's working on some projects that he has to wrap up, and we just have
I wonder what projects he's working on right now.
things we want to finish, and our own personal endeavors before we get into all the nitty gritty. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm really, I just have never really felt so sure about something. And I also don't want to jinx it by saying that.
I feel the same way about things. Are you
True, do not jinx it. I'm kind of like, you know, superstitious like that too.
superstitious person?
A little bit. I don't like to admit it, but a little bit.
Or because you don't like to admit it, because then it's like superstitious.
I know.
Yes, yeah. I'm the same exact way.
Now, I think it's interesting that Benny Blanco is so checked out of his relationship with Selena. Maybe he's one of those guys that love bombs a lot at first, and then once he secures the girl, he's like kind of checked out. I mean, keep in mind, he proposed to her with a $1 million ring. He had this whole set built for this picnic with some Taco Bell. So where's that energy for planning for the wedding?
It's so hard to lie to her because all I want to do is tell her the truth. It's, you know, that's why it was so hard to ask her to marry me, because you have to like come up with this whole, like right before you get engaged, you're like, how good are you at lying? And I had to like come up with this whole elaborate plan. And the day I was going to do it, she was so upset with me because I was lying, and I was trying to keep up with the lies. Keeping up with lies is insane. I don't know how anyone does it. Don't lie, guys.
Now let's talk about some of the people who's going to be attending this wedding. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will be there. I think Selena Gomez purposely planned her dates so Taylor Swift could be there. We'll probably have Brooklyn and Nicola Peltz Beckham all there together, which it seems like the whole like Beckham family is such a mess. I would love to do a deep dive on it, but I don't know if people would actually like want to see it. So we'll hold on that for now.
Now, in other huge news, of course, Selena was engaged.
Yes.
So are you guys busy planning speeches?
We have in mind, first we're not invited. But we are,
And let's say we were invited.
we are going to parachute in with hand mics and do something. Yeah.
In agreement, Marty?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm doing a medley that again of songs that weren't nominated, but again haven't been asked.
Yeah.
What can you imagine, Selena, would be the perfect wedding gift from these two? Just to give them some hints.
Oh yeah, what do you want, buddy?
No, I think
Here's what you
Just trying to help a girl.
What do you need?
nothing.
Yeah.
It is.
I have the
being-
perfect wedding gift, and we're going to give it to them together.
Is that true?
Yep.
I was going to ask you because you have a salt and pepper shaker, right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is the gift, honestly.
Gift keeps on giving.
Yes.
I think a lot of huge celebrities will be there. I think like Justin Bieber will be there. There'll be Ed Sheeran. We know he's going to be there. Can you guys imagine, like, is Beyonce going to be there? Is Lady Gaga going to be there? I know the people who are on Selena Gomez's show, Only Murders in the Building, right? Only Murders in the Building. They should all be there as well. I've actually not seen that show before. I asked you guys, like, is it a scary show? I mean, it's about murders, right? But you all told me it's not scary. It's like maybe comedic. I still haven't seen it. I'm not rushing to go and see it unless you guys say it's really that good. I will go watch it. Something that is interesting about this wedding is that supposedly the guests don't even know where the venue is at. They're probably keeping this hush-hush to protect from paparazzis arriving and people like exposing the wedding itself. I mean, I'm sure if you knew where the wedding was, you probably could like be a photographer, figure out where you're going to put your drone and things like that. So it looks like people attending will not know the venue until like the day of. Now, the wedding is supposed to be held in Montecito and the Santa Barbara area, but we don't know exactly where it's going to be. And honestly, I'm such a planner. I would have so much anxiety if I'm going to a wedding in a city I've never been and I don't know where it's at. Harvey Levin from TMZ actually did a little piece about the location of her wedding, trying to guess where it could be. You know what's so interesting too? That Selena Gomez is not going to be Selena Blanco. She's going to be Selena Levin, which is so interesting because Harvey Levin has the same last name. So now it's Selena Levin, Benny Levin, Harvey Levin.
Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco are getting married later this month. You know, there are all sorts of places they could get married in Montecito. One of the most famous, well, I mean, the Rosewood is fantastic.
Right. People to get married.
They're not getting married at either of these places.
No way.
Nope, I found out. That's what my phone call was.
Just now.
They're not getting married at a hotel. They're getting married at a private estate in Montecito. And the reason I'm not shocked is you got to assume Taylor Swift is going to be there.
I mean, true.
And it's easier to control a situation like that.
Do you think she would do this all just for?
Well, especially like they can't be in public. So an estate makes sense. Like one of those big estates where you've got like a 3-mile long driveway so that no photographers can really get in.
Taylor, though?
Taylor changes the game.
I guess so.
Taylor changes the game. And, you know, the more I thought about it in the last 3 minutes, it kind of makes sense because people will go crazy to get pictures.
This week I did a video about the VMAs. If you guys have not checked that out, definitely go and watch that. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco were not at this year's MTV VMA Awards. They released a joint album, I Said I Love You First, which could have been nominated and you know, they could have won, but it wasn't. Actually, I think I liked that album more than most people. I feel like a lot of people moved on from it already. But of course, they're not worried about going to the VMAs. They're worried about setting up their wedding. Also, Benny Blanco has this fear of flying, so he would have to drive country from California to New York to make it to the VMAs, and he's not going to be doing that. Or maybe take a train. A train could be cute. Selena said on the Therapist podcast that she met Benny Blanco when she was only 16 years old. They were going to work on music together, but it didn't happen. So I guess the timing wasn't right. And honestly, so interesting that she's like known her husband since she was like 16. That's pretty crazy. Selena said that he was just an acquaintance at the time, if that makes sense. And to be honest, she says, I wasn't like besties with him. I thought he was nice. We did a few songs together, including Same Old Love, which was awesome. We had a great time. There was nothing really there. The way that Selena Gomez describes Benny Blanco when she was like 16, 17, or even like, you know, in her 20s, she was not into this man. And I understand why. You know, it took me a minute to like get on the Benny Blanco train. Like, you know, he's okay. He's cute. Cute, I guess. Selena admitted that she wasn't ready for what their love story would become back then. You know, when you realize you're not in that place anymore, you need to be where you are. It's all about timing to meet that person. When they started working together on Single Soon, the timing was finally right. And even if the track wasn't their favorite collaboration, it was really fun for the both of them. Here's a random TikTok that I came across of Selena Gomez and a dog together. Whose dog is this? Comment below, whose dog is this? Because Selena Gomez was in a video with this pooch, a very adorable pooch, and the people in the comments were being so mean.
What? What's wrong, buddy?
So it turns out this is their new puppy, and one person asked, why is Selena Gomez ignoring him? Another person said their dog looks just like Benny. This comment reads, take care of your hair, Selena. Okay, do not go and hate on the hair. You know, I feel like does my hair look like it's thinning? Comment below. I feel like now that I'm 30 years old, my hair looks like it's thinning, right? Okay, let's move on. Why is she not petting him or looking at him? LOL. Another dog. Where are the other ones that we never saw again? Another person questioned her face. Just another dog that they won't keep. LMAO. Another person asked, what is on her nose? One thing I do not love is when people rehome their dogs. They get a dog, they have it for a couple of months, and they get rid of it. That's like the Kim Kardashian way of handling pets. And I'm not a big fan of that, but cute little puppy. Maybe this is like their little like, you know, training session to them having a baby. But isn't it interesting how celebrities have like so many pets and they do disappear? Like I made a video about the Kardashians animals one time. I feel like there's like 50 of them that they get a few selfies with them, and then they're out the door. Wait, this is insane. So there's a report that came out about Selena Gomez's mom, Mandy, denying snorting Ritalin at her company's office. Now, there's been a lot of issues with the Wonder Mind organization that Selena Gomez like started with her mom. Her mom's like the CEO. I guess employees weren't getting paid at one point. Her mom, Mandy, had to take out a loan on her home. And now it looks like employees are exposing even more, stating that Mandy was out here snorting Ritalin at work. Wonder Mind was created in 2021, and it was created to go and help people access resources for mental health. On September 3rd, the New York magazines, The Cut, published an article looking into Mandy, Selena's mother's, leadership of the company, which reportedly laid off 9 of its 15 employees in May. An anonymous former staffer claimed that there was once in Mandy's office in West Hollywood where he witnessed her snort what he believed to be Ritalin. That is insane. She was asked about this and she said absolutely not. She did not do this, but also, like, why would they make that up? It's like also way too specific. Like Ritalin. Ritalin is a stimulant that is prescribed to treat ADHD. I've actually never taken Ritalin before. I have no idea what it's like. Mandy said in a statement, "It's unfortunate that a few disgruntled employees with an axe to grind can spread lies about me and distort the truth. Even more disappointing that the media is willing to amplify their lies." In May, Forbes reported that Mandy had told Wondermind employees that she took a loan out against her home to pay back the company's outstanding debts. Those debts include employees who were not being paid. Imagine working 40 hours a week and then just not getting paid for it. I would be outside with a fire torch, picketing, I would go into caveman mode. Selena has invested millions of dollars over the past years into Wondermind to support her mother and their shared passion for mental health. Seems like you should go get a refund, Selena. Sounds like this company has just fallen to shit, you know? To invest in the future of the company, Mandy has chosen to take the lead with a personal loan to invest into the future of the company. How is your daughter a billionaire and you are taking out loans, petty loans, to save this organization? Mary commented, "Whatever's going on, I hope that they can salvage the foundation. It's a worthy cause. I don't know her mother's background. I know that being in healthcare since 1988, I could contribute, but couldn't run a foundation. I hope they get the right people in charge." And the thing is, I don't understand what the organization does. I know it's for mental health, but I personally go to a therapist. I don't need to go to Wondermind to go to my therapist. It seems like an extra third-party step that's not actually helping people. If she wanted to create an organization for helping people, she should go and hire people to work under Wondermind organization to represent it. But it's giving an expensive blog. And honestly, if they're not finessing some of the taxes with these loans and things like that, then they're doing it completely wrong. Because part of me is maybe they're doing this to try to avoid paying taxes because nobody wants to pay their taxes anymore. This comment reads, "Sounds like a bunch of ticked off ex-employees. Move on." James writes, "We know the truth, Mandy." Oh, James, we know the truth. Is that a threat? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in. Lately, views have been all over the place. I know that you guys have not been loving the videos I've been making, so I'm working hard, trying to get back into the game. And please email me. Please email me at SloanWellKnown@gmail.com and let me know what you want me to talk about tomorrow. I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.